Well, hello, beautiful, precious ones and YouTubers. It looked like today may just be the day that I do quite a few videos. I am getting ready to head out and pick up my clothes from the cleaners. And there is this restaurant that they cook healthy food. So I don't feel like cooking today. Anyways, my fridge is bare. Only thing I have is I have a few items to make a salad, but I just don't have a taste for a salad. And plus I'm out of tomatoes and out of olive oil. I'm out of a lot of things. I haven't allowed myself to get this low food. And when I tell you my fridge is bare, it is really, really and truly bare. But I'm getting ready to not fill it up, but to add to it. It's just that my taste buds just be back and forth, back and forth. But I'm up here to, I just hope and pray that I keep right on walking. Because like I said, I used to walk in my neighborhood and then I stopped, but I was going the other way. I was going up the hill. This way that I go now, it's pretty much down the hill and cross the street. And I've never been in that area before. But I'm not up here to talk about my streets, and where I walk at. My thoughts been going more towards so many that ate healthy and they exercised and they got sick. They just was not healthy. And these small people, I hope to continue walking. I need to start back going to the gym. I actually can go to the Y for free. There's a few more places I can go for free, but I prefer going to the senior centers where I used to go before COVID. But I have to pay, which is not that much, $30 for the pool and $10 for the gym, which is, not much at all. And before COVID, I was so active, my God. Oh yeah, I get out pretty much every day. The majority of the days of the week I get out. I had to force myself because I love staying home, and there's so much to do in my home. I need to Google on how to paint because, I did some painting to my doors a few years ago. Not too bad, but I wouldn't mind my whole home being painted in the inside, But my mind went to my friend that stopped eating pork. And I'm not going to get up here and tell anyone. Now, I hope to stop. I started back eating sweets. And every blue moon, I drink a soda. When I had guests, I bought some tea. Louisiana tea. It's a good tea. So here lately, I've been making tea. And but I want to stop drinking that type tea and coffee and stick with the probiotic teas. I have quite a bit of tea in my pantry and I haven't drank it in a while. But I want to start back just, get because teas are good for you, And I do have inflammation in my body. I have arthritis in my body. I've had it for years. But I was thinking before the pandemic, I had little to no pain. But then when we couldn't go any place and I just started staying home and I began to cook and to enjoy that food and my baby girl have some friends that prepares African dishes and oh my goodness, just so delicious. So I started fixing some African dishes with their fufu. It's just so good. But I'm not going to cut out 100% sweets. Every blue moon, I'm going to eat some sweets. Every blue moon, I'm gonna drink a soda, Um, bread is really my problem. It's really my problem is bread. I'll say potatoes, so carbs, is my problem. I like a good old baked potato, a garlic butter potatoes. And when I do my fish, which I said I was going to prepare today or tomorrow, the fish with all the veggies, uh, please charge it to my head and not my heart, because there's so many things I want to do, but I just, I change so much, and I don't want that fish now, and I hate to cook something and because it's money, that I really don't want. And I'm not good at giving out ingredients, and I don't measure. Only thing when I used to bake cakes, I measure out, but that's about the only thing that I measure. I just go by what I go by, I mean, I'm a cook. If I'm anything, I'm definitely a cook, And but I enjoy watching the cooking shows and see how they prepare, especially pre-retirement days. Man, she be throwing some stuff together. It don't take her no time, but she be editing though, so I don't know how long it take her, And that's something else I say I was gonna learn to do is the edit, and I haven't done that. And then I need to learn about hashtags. I'm gonna get monetized, but as God is my witness right now, I'm not doing anything to try to get monetized. I get up here as DoorDash sort of got me to thinking in that way, and a Dash of Faith did, Reva Reveal, but then I listened to a young lady last night, and she was saying, when we sending people to their pages, and we're not talking about what it is that we talk about, which I mostly talk about the Lord and just chit chat. I don't talk about anything of particular manners, except for the Lord. And I'm just not into a lot of things, I don't care to do a lot of things. I just do what I do. With some people, they just like to listen to chit chat, and that's pretty much about all what I do. And I enjoy it. I'm not a phone person. I'm not a visitor. I'm actually a loner. I do have friends, but I'm a loner, and I love it. I don't get into, even at my church, I don't get into anything, I've been all through that through the years. Not with churches, though. It's only one church I spoke up. And because it's something that this pastor was doing was true. And I hadn't been long got saved, and I knew what he was doing with this young girl was wrong. And I brought it to his attention, and he was guilty. He was guilty, and I'm not judging, I'm telling the truth. But getting back to the food part, I'm sitting here hungry now. I had that fish that I was going to prepare today, the last tilapia that I had. I was going to prepare it today or tomorrow with the tomatoes and the veggies and the seasons and stuff. I actually fried that last night, and that's what I ate. I didn't put any meal. I didn't put any batter, any type of nothing on it. I listened to a young lady. She's African. I listened to and I subbed to her. She do a lot of salads, and I'm gonna go back to her. I shared her. I'm gonna go back to her page and get some of the veggies and the cheeses and stuff that she used and put it on my list, because I've been writing a list of what I'm gonna get from the grocery store. I think I may have to go to what they call it, Fresh Mart, Fresh Start, or something like that. I'm gonna have to go somewhere other than Food Line and Walmart. But anyways, what's the point I was talking about? Oh yeah, I didn't put any the fish. I went to her page and I seen where she washed the fish and she patted it dry, and she put onions in her olive oil, and she let the onions cook until they brown. And that, onions have sodium and have a lot of good flavor. And then she took the onions out, and then she put her fish, no batter or anything. So that's what I did last night. I just ate fish. And I couldn't eat all of it because tilapia, some of them are nice. It's pretty big, And I'm a big woman, but I really don't eat that much. But I had made some tea. And so I drank about a cup and a half of tea. And then I drank my water with it too. So I was full from mostly the liquid, So I had fish left over, and that's what I had for breakfast. Well, I just picked over it. I didn't, I'm going to finish it up. I thought about taking the meat. I don't eat the skin unless it's fried crispy with some bread or, batter or whatever. I thought about just taking the white meat and putting in some noodles, but I don't have anything. I don't even have any spinach. All I have is celery and onion and potato. I don't know. I might do something with that instead of going, because I was going to this certain restaurant that cook really good food. And it's a Christian restaurant. And I was going to get a vegetable plate because I feel like some vegetables get ready to mess up. They have the best yams and macaroni and cheese and cabbage. I don't know if they have collards or not, but I was going to pick up my clothes from the cleaners and go there and get a vegetable plate. And they have some good old pork chops. But I've sort of lost my taste for fried pork chop. Now you smother that booger, put it in some gravy and some rice or mashed potatoes, yes. But I rarely eat pork chops these days, and they've been on sale too. And I like the pork loin. I don't like the center cut. I don't even like center cut steaks. Although T-bone is a center cut, it's pretty good though. So anyways, I'm up here just to clarify. I'm not going on a diet. I'm not on a weight loss journey. I'm not on an exercise path. I just hope and pray that I continue, because I don't have to crank my car up. See, the reason why I be leaving daily is because it's for to get out, to get some steps in, So I'll park further and walk, and I be in and out of different stores, pretty much just looking like thrift stores. Just looking, not buying anything, just looking, just in case I would have see something like that trunk I purchased for $75 years ago. And the tree trunk that thing was carved from, my God. And it had it, I sold it to antique dealer for $600, but $100 was, one of the bills was stuck. So I ended up getting $700. And he knew he was gonna make so much money off that thing. He didn't even worry about that extra $100, And that's about, it's one of that and the Picasso and the Paul Glee. It's just a few things that I hate that I sold. Just a few things like my Marion Haskell jewelry. That trunk, he said it came over on a wagon in the 1600. I said, I wish it had a date and a name on it. And he said, but it does. And he showed it to me. I hate I didn't change my mind and not sell it to him, but I try to be a woman of my word. So I went on and kept it. It's supposed to have been $600, but it was, like I said, a bill was stuck. So I ended up getting $700. And the reason why I sold that trunk was because I had rented a home, a big old home. I hadn't purchased this home, and the home that my husband and I had purchased together, he let go in the foreclosure because when Floyd came in 99, he said the house started sinking and he could have had it, And that home would have been paid for, but now with all that land, But anyways, that trunk was behind a door, and every time, somebody came, my granddaughter, or I had my she's 16 years old now. She was in her little walker, boy. She come flying behind me and her walker, she'll hit the door and it'll hit my trunk, And so I didn't want to use savings that I had, to get my grand something for Christmas. So I called someone that I knew, and they helped me get that trunk in my van. and I carried it and sold it, just so I wouldn't spend my savings. I didn't touch the savings, and I kept that trunk because it was an antique roadshow piece. It was one of those, Stobie or whatever you call that, high end. I don't even get to this. I don't even go to their site and look, because it is ridiculous. That trunk would have sold, oh my God, telling how much, if he sold it, how much money he got off of that trunk, dated 1600 and something, had the man's name and the way it was carved. So, I was, I went into one thrift store last week and I didn't buy anything. 9 out of 10 times I don't buy anything. I'm just, I just like I say, to get out the house and to look because it's fun. It's a hobby, And then if I see something I know without a shadow of a doubt is worth a lot of money, then if I have the money, I'll get it. Okay, let me get off of here. I noticed my views are far and few. I don't get that many views these days, but it's okay. Because who I'm up here for? I'm up here for, I'm for somebody. Like our grandmother Five say, I may not be for everybody, but I'm for somebody. And I know I look a hot mess. I'm going to get those clothes, and I don't know if I'm going to do the fish or get the veggie plate. I don't know what I'm going to do, But I do know that I have to come back and I swept off my front porch. I got to get my deck. I have to clean my windows. I have a load of clothes in the washer. Granny have work to do, So all that dressing up is for the birds. It really, but you know what? My main reason for wanting to lose weight is because I just don't care about dressing anymore. I don't care about putting on clothes. And when I tell you I have a closet, gorgeous clothes, Some I've been had for years. See, I don't try to keep up with no whatever that's in style for the year. I don't do that. I have clothes that, and matter of fact, I've been the same size. I've been wearing the same size for many, many years. One thing, I don't like tight clothes. And some I put on now, they won't fit tight. I can still wear them, but I don't like clothes clinging to my body. I'm going to get off of here. I'm just chit-chatting. That's all what I'm doing. It's so good, y'all. It feels so good just to chit-chat, I'm so thankful for YouTube. I can say social media. I am on Facebook, but I rarely go there, and I don't do that much up there. I don't send friend requests. I don't ask for friend requests. Where I was born at, especially the ones I went to school with, some of them are still alive, and some I was raised with. They would request, if I sent a request, they would accept. Because we did before. I just got off. I just stopped doing it. And the prettiest girl that was in our class, prettiest girl, not because she was a red bone with curly hair. She had pretty features, and the most handsomest guy in class, dark complexion, and was just so humble. And when I tell you, everybody had a crush on him. Everybody had a crush on James. And when I got on Facebook, this was several years ago. When I was on it, I got off. Well, I think I found a password to that one, and I deleted the page. You got to have that password in order to do certain things. But anyways, I remember I had went to one of my grandsons. He was in a private school and he graduated. I don't know why my daughter put him in a Catholic school when we Pentecostal, But anyways, and I did a tour of the antique shop that I had. I did a tour of the restaurant that I had in Gainesville, Florida on 23rd Avenue. It's the bus station now. And I put it on Facebook, and they found me, and just so many of them just reached out and requested, and I did. And the girl, her name's Stelline, and she seen, and she said, do you almost call my name? Because I don't want to put too much out here, because you got some Look, I named the name of Christ, and I have enemies because Satan hates me because I named the name of Christ. Everybody that named the hate, everybody that named the name of Christ and stand for him, that's sold out to him, that's Holy Ghost filled, that have led people to the Lord and have, laid the hands on people and they've been healed and stuff, he hates us. But she said to me, she said, Janice, she said, oh God, I did call my name. Oh, well, it's okay. Well, that's my name, She said, how he loved me, and then he found me. And he told me, he said, I still love you. This was, about 4 or 5 years ago. I had my locks, I dressed up. I kept myself up then. Now I'm going to be honest. I just really, I tell you, with this weight that I've gained and the pain that, since the pandemic don't start back hitting my body and stuff, I tell you, I can't do everything. I got to keep my home clean, It's a lot of things that I have to do for myself. So that all that beautifying the barn had to go out the back door, or be put on the back burner. But I'm going to get off of here. I am. I noticed, that when when I was younger and how some old folk was, and now I notice I'm doing the same thing they do. Yep, because I'm getting old. And one thing about getting old, if you don't get old, you're going to die young. And let me get old, Lord God. Let us all get old in Jesus' name. All right. I love you till next time. Bye-bye.